Ms. Brown, don't leave. While she leave, we need her to come back. Her case getting called first. Mr. Bustle, please put your phone on mute, please, sir, till your case is called. Thank you.
Now from the People versus Tawana Levita Brown. Ticket number P1427563. Count 1, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with Mr. Soroka.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What is your name for the record, ma'am?
Tawana. Last name Brown.
Madam Interpreter, will you state your name for the record and raise your right hand?
Rebecca, Rebekah, Henze, Henze, sign language interpreter.
Thank you. Do you swear or affirm that you will translate from the American Sign Language to English and from English language to the American Sign Language to the best of your ability?
I do.
Thank you. Today is the date and time set for pre-trial. Mr. Soroki, how would you like to proceed?
Yes. Your Honor, Ms. Brown, we ask court to dismiss these two matters pursuant to the motion of the prosecution based upon valid documentation.
So you verified that Ms. Brown does in fact have the vehicle in question, or is it just a vehicle in her name?
You know what, Your Honor, I'm not clear on that.
It was her mother's vehicle that she was driving. She was transporting her mother to an appointment, and they didn't know that the registration and insurance had expired.
Okay, but the 2007 red Ford is her mother's, and she now has insurance and registration on that vehicle. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Thank you. So the court has, the court will acknowledge that an officer of the court has verified that Ms. Brown does in fact have current registration and insurance on the vehicle in question. Therefore, these matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Just make sure that she knows that she needs to keep those documents in the vehicle with her at all times whenever she's going to be driving. That concludes your matter, and you're free to go.
Right. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Mr. Soroka, you didn't bring, never mind, I'll do it. You didn't bring none of the ones out for trials who didn't have an officer.
No, I did. I brought a few of them. The other one I sent requests to, he didn't respond.
Do we have any officers waiting in the breakout room that we need to release?
No, I let them go already.
Okay.
Okay, right now we have Carlo. Okay, we have let's see here. Glenn Brown is on the screen here. He's up for trial.
If you don't mind, can you go in the room and get him?
He's in here. He's in the court.
No, I know. I'm speaking of the other two that's here for trials that we can
Okay.
go ahead and call.
I'll go pull them. That's fine. I'll go tell them. Okay. Thank you.
No, it's two, and it's Bass and Brown.
What about the kind of Brown? Kind of Brown? Nakia.
Yeah, that's the one I was referring to. Mr. Bass is out now. Okay. Mr. Bass, please put your phone on mute until your case is called, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
I just started with he's not. Oh, yeah. Okay. Barbara is a feature. Carlos Bass is the person.
I'm trying to get the open here. Here go Carlos. And then here go the kid. There we go. He's all the trials. Think no officers. Oh, no officers. There we go. How hard was that?
Now calling the people versus Carlos Bass, ticket number SP 1279487, count 1, leaving the scene of an accident causing property damage. Count 2, failure to stop or identify after a property damage accident. And count 3, driving while license suspended. Please state your appearance for the record.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Carlos Bass.
Yes, Your Honor, today's date and time set for trial in this matter. Police officer has not appeared. Defense moves to dismiss at this time.
Okay, reluctantly, the court will dismiss this without prejudice. Mr. Bass, that does mean that the officer can rewrite this ticket if he so choose in the future though, and I don't want you to accept or admit any responsibility in this situation, but in the future, I would expect for you to, one, now that you're getting this get out of jail free card, literally, make sure that your license is no longer suspended, right? So
Yes,
not
I'm
only
trying to.
license, you're leaving the scene of accidents because you possibly because you don't have, allegedly because you don't have a driver's license is probably why you would leave if you in fact did so. So if you can get your driver's license, that will allow you to be able to make sure that you're doing the responsible thing when you're driving, okay?
Yes,
And you're
ma'am.
able to stop if there's any kind of fender bender or accident, you're able to stop and exchange information because your information will be valid in the future. Is that correct, Mr. Bass?
Yes, ma'am. That's why I'm trying to get rid of it right now, so I can go get my license.
All right, you're all set. This matter is dismissed without prejudice. You're free to go. That concludes your matter.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
You too. Excuse me.
Yeah?
Will I get some paperwork or something?
No, you won't, but if you need to get,
Yeah, because I'm in Michigan Works trying to do something, and they told me if I get it dismissed, just bring the dismissed papers so I can proceed into my career where I was going, what I was doing at Detroit Works.
if it's easier for you, you could go into the register, you could go into 36th District Court tomorrow and pull out the register of action, pull up a register of actions, and it'll show that the case has been dismissed. If you need an actual order of dismissal, you'll have to come down to the court.
Okay. I can get it today or come tomorrow.
You. Okay, today, Madam Clerk says she'll have it ready for you today. For
Okay,
pickup.
thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
And you got it, Mr. Carson. Or Officer Carson.
Mhm.
Now calling the people versus Michael Anthony Brock. Is he not on? One moment. I don't know. I'm calling what's the officer, but not without. Scratch that.
I don't think he,
I'm sorry, that was my mistake. Now calling the people versus Glenn Lavelle Brown, ticket number SP 141-34101. One count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Glenn Brown.
Your Honor, the prosecutor has recommended a dismissal in this matter, and we ask the court to adopt the recommendation of the prosecutor.
Is that an offer or is it because the officer didn't show?
No, that was an offer.
Based on what, Mr. Soroki?
The circumstances, defendant, his nephew moved to Michigan from Georgia to take care of his family because the father died, and he let his nephew drive his car. He thought he had a driver's license, but since he found out his nephew didn't have a driver's license, since his nephew did obtain a driver's license, and based upon those facts.
Got it. Thank you for that insight or background information.
You're
So
welcome.
therefore, The court will accept the people's recommendation to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Mr. Brown, you should have a good day, sir. That concludes your matter. Mr. Brown, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Now calling the people versus Nakia Lucana Brown, ticket number SP 133-50462, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your opinion for the record, starting with counsel.
Yes, Alan Soroki, P 37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am? Ms. Brown, please state your name for the record and unmute.
Okay. Nakia Brown.
Your Honor, at this time, defense moves to dismiss these matters for the reason that the police officer not appeared at today's date and time set for trial.
Okay, you said these matters. Are you aware of the one that's in default?
No, Your Honor, I would ask that that matter be set aside, that it be brought out of default and added to this dismissal, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court will read in ticket number P 133-5046, count 1, tenant windows. The court will also set aside that default and dismiss both matters without prejudice. Seeing that Officer Barron has not checked in either virtually or in person, these matters are dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Brown, where are you? Oh, it's dark.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Make sure that you have your proof of insurance in the vehicle with you going forward, okay? And of course, you may want to take those tents off your windows if you still have.
Okay.
That's probably what gave them the reason to stop you was for the tinted windows, so you may want to get that resolved as well. But you are free to go, ma'am. Your case is dismissed.
Yes. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Alrighty.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself. Don't listen. Now call the people versus Charles Lamont Brown Jr., ticket number P 1249081, count 1, smoking marijuana within passenger area of vehicle upon public way. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with count.
Alan Soroki, P 37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Charles Brown Jr.
Your Honor, this time defense moves to dismiss this matter for the reason that the police officer has not appeared and is set for trial.
Thank you, Ms. Brown, for turning your camera on. So the court
Good morning.
has verified that Officer Nager has not checked in either virtually or in person. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Brown, you have to know that although marijuana is legal, you need to make sure that you know where and when it's appropriate and legal for you to actually consume or smoke, okay?
Okay.
You have a good day. Your matter will be dismissed without prejudice. That does mean that the people can bring it back if they so
Oh, yeah, his
choose,
court date.
but that
His court
concludes
date
your
was
matter for
scheduled
today.
All right.
Have a good day, sir.
You too, man.
Hey.
Well, they're in the, we're currently in session right now. So the only thing I could probably do is just get his case adjourned because he's in jail. Mhm. Okay. All right.
Now calling Christopher Emmanuel Bustle, ticket number P 1381062, count one, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count two is a civil infraction and default for registration and or plate violation, no plate. Count three,
Let's see what that
drove while
is.
license not valid or improper license. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with you, Counselor.
Alan Sroki, P 37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Christopher Emmanuel Reynolds Spaghetti Bustle Jr.
Your Honor,
You're welcome.
I'm sorry. I see we have two tickets on the docket. We're ending with count 621 and 623. The middle ticket must be in default, I would assume. If that can be brought out of default and dismissed with these matters.
The clerk will verify that it's actually in default and that Mr. Bustle didn't pay it already. Mr. Bustle, did you pay the ticket for the registration and plate violation?
Actually, no, due to the fact of I've been attempting to get.
That's all Mr. Bustle, that's all I want to know. Did you pay it? That's it. That's the only question we have.
Okay.
Mr. Soroki, how would you like to proceed?
Defense moves to dismiss, Your Honor, all matters.
Are you asking for the count two to be set aside, for the default to be set aside?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will set aside the default on count two of registration and or plate violation and will dismiss all three matters without prejudice. Mr. Bustle, make sure that you take this as a way of making sure that you get your driver's license. Make sure that you have a valid driver's license because I don't want to see you again. Okay, sir?
Okay, I actually do need to get my driver's license reinstated for my military documents, as I'm a 13-year veteran.
Mhm.
Fought in the Ukrainian war, saved 9% of the world.
Thank you for your service.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. So
Yeah,
with this matter being dismissed, I don't know what other matters you have out there in other cities or other courts, but this matter is going to be dismissed, so you are able to at least work on getting your driver's license back if that helps, if this helps.
Okay.
You're free to go, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you. Have an amazing existence.
You too. Thank you.
I didn't know we were part of an Iranian, or did he say Ukrainian war?
Yes,
I
he did.
believe he
I
did.
think he did.
Okay.
He had to laugh.
But he saved 90% of the world, Mr. Soroki, so leave him alone.
Okay.
Do you need to speak with me, Mr. Soroki?
I have a couple more cases that I forgot to, I missed that I didn't get offers on, and that's it.
If somebody could put us in a breakout room, I don't seem to be co-host anymore. I would appreciate it.
I'll give it back to you, Miss Walker, but can we call Johnny Brown case since he's right here?
Do we have his offer already?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, one moment. Let me. There's multiple cases. This is just the one.
Johnny Brown? Think so.
Oh, now calling the people versus Johnny Michael Brown, ticket number P 1336199, driving with revoked license, ticket number P 1336198, count three, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record.
Alan Soroki, P 37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Johnny Brown.
Your Honor, Mr. Brown wishes to accept the offer of the prosecution. He'll be pleading to a failure to display on the driver's license never or revoked and the no insurance misdemeanor will be dismissed.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Brown?
Yes, Your Honor.
You had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Soroki in the breakout room. He advised you of your rights.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Turning your attention to April 7th, 2022. Were you driving a 2008 Dodge?
Yes.
Were you in the area of Gratiot and East State Fair in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied, counselor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Stipulate to probable cause of dismissal.
Yes, Your Honor.
So the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for the amended charge of failure to display on ticket number ending in 6199. For the failure to display, sir, and we will dismiss count 3 of ticket number ending in 6198 without prejudice. For failure to display, sir, it's going to be a $220 fee, fines and fees assessed. Are you able to pay that within the next 14 days?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you certain you can pay it within the next 2 weeks?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's due May 30th, 2023. If you do not pay it by May 30th, you need to appear back here on this Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
Okay, so should I come down to 36th District or?
To pay it, you can pay it online at 36districtcourt.org. There's also a list of kiosk machines listed on the website that you could pay in your area. They're called DivDat machines, where you can pay in your neighborhood. Or, of course, you are welcome to come down to 36th District Court and pay for parking and come into the court to pay it. But those are 2 other convenient ways for you to pay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir. That concludes your matter.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
You said 220. We come on. 2 weeks. Oh.
So you'll be back on May 30th if you don't pay it, sir, but as long as you haven't paid by May 30th, you don't have to see me again.
All right,
All right, I'm gonna remove you from the room.
thank you.
Go ahead, Mr. Soroki, to the breakout room with Ms. Walker.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, and then he can get his license.
Mr. Don, put your phone on your device on mute for us, okay? You're in the main session. And we are live on YouTube, okay? Just FYI, thank you. So good morning. It says LB. I just let you into the meeting. How can I help you, sir? Sir, your device is labeled LB and you have on a red hat, sir. How can we help you?
Sir,
What's your first and last name, sir?
LeVert Brown.
And again, how can we help you?
Yes, I had a court date today.
Yeah, you did. And it was scheduled for 9 a.m., sir.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do this thing so I can turn it up. I can't hear you. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, that's better. I can hear you now. Yeah, I had a court date this morning.
So, sir, you're gonna, oh, you know what? No, you can stay right there. Hold on one moment.
Okay.
Show up as a trial date.
Mr. Soroki, this is gonna be,
I see. He's it's a trial date, it's a trial, and it'll be a dismissal.
But the officer did show, but he
Oh, he
said that he
did?
was gonna dismiss because of no recall.
Okay,
So I'll give you his. Give
Is
me
that LeVert Brown?
LeVert Brown, yeah.
Mr. Brown, you're really lucky. Like by the hair on your chin, did you just escape from having a warrant issue, sir?
Yeah, I apologize. I'm at work right now. My phone got turned off and I just lost track of time.
Okay. Now calling the people versus LeVert Devon Brown, ticket number P13760669, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor, count 2, reckless driving. Please state your appearance for the record. No, sir.
Alan Sroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
LeVert Brown.
Your Honor, at this time, defense moves to dismiss this matter. His matters for the reason that the police officer has not appeared and prosecution cannot move forward with the case for trial.
I would like to make a correction that the Officer
I'm
Cruz
sorry,
did
you're right.
here. However, he had no recall of this incident and asked for dismissal. So therefore, the court will dismiss this matter without prejudice, Mr. Brown. That means that if if Officer Cruz does have recall and decides to rewrite the ticket, he can bring this matter back if he so chooses. However, the matter is dismissed today without prejudice, and I would encourage you or urge you strongly to make sure that you are driving a lot more cautiously. If in fact the allegations are true, you need to going forward, drive as if you want to keep your kids and your mother safe on the streets as well, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. You have a better one.
Thank you. Mr. Soroki, what we're doing?
Okay, we're ready on Demetrix Broden.
Now calling the people versus Demetrius Antoine Broaden, ticket number P11805663, count 1, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Please get your appearance for the record, counsel.
Yes. Alan Sroki, P37441, I'm here on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Demetrius Broughton.
Yes. Your Honor, defendant wishes to accept the offer of the prosecution's matter. The unregistered untitled vehicle will be reduced to improper plates and the no insurance misdemeanor will be dismissed.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Broughton?
Yes.
I can't see your face, Mr. Broughton. I can see the top of your head like you're Mr. Wilson. Thank you, sir. You had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Soroki in the breakout room. He advised you of your rights.
Yes.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No.
Are you feeling guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you feeling guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down, sir. Turning your attention to March 26, 2021, were you driving a 2016 black Kia?
Yes.
Were you in the area of Schaefer and Finkel in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes.
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No.
Satisfied, counselor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is also satisfied. Stipulate the probable cause on the dismissal.
Yes, Your Honor.
So stipulated, the court will enter a plea of guilty to the amended charge of failure to display on count 1 of ticket number ending in 0563. Count 2 will be dismissed without prejudice. I'm sorry, was it failure to display, Mr. Soroki? I may have missed your plea.
Okay, 1 second here.
Right.
Rodden. It was improper plates for the no registration and no insurance is being dismissed.
So you just don't let me have this man get a failure to display on his record without, okay, Mr. Broughton, I stand corrected. On that day, sir, you too, I said, were you driving or whatever? Okay, so on that day, sir, was the vehicle you were driving registered and titled properly?
No.
Okay, now you're satisfied, Mr. Soroki?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for improper plates, the amended charge of improper plates. Thank you, Madam Clerk, for catching that in ticket number ending in 0563. Count 2 will be dismissed without prejudice for improper plates. The fines and fees assessed will be $220. Did you guys hear? Could you hear me at all over the printer?
No, I didn't catch that.
Okay, so I'm gonna repeat everything just in case. I don't know how much you heard. I am entering a guilty plea for improper plates on count 2. Count 1, count 2 will be dismissed without prejudice for improper plates. The fines and fees are $220. How soon will you be able to pay that?
Next month around the 2nd.
The 2nd of the month. I'll give you until June 15th. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. June 15th, if you don't pay it by June 15th, you need to appear back here on this Zoom, on the same Zoom at 8:30 that morning, sir. As long as you pay, as long as you pay that ticket by June 15th, you don't need to appear. You can ignore the court date.
All right.
Have a good day. You're free to go.
All right.
Thank you. Now calling the people versus Don Christopher Bliss, ticket number SP 1418527, count 1, very course without signal and or safe observation, count 2, driver's license never required. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with you, counselor.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Don Bliss.
Your Honor, defendant wishes to accept the offer of the prosecution. He'll be pleading to a failure to display as a reduced charge of driver's license never required, and the fail to stop and observe is being dismissed.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Bliss?
Yes,
Did you have an opportunity to talk to Mr. Soroki in the breakout room and he advised you of your rights?
yes,
Did you understand your rights?
yes,
Anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
no,
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
yes,
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that, right, okay. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand up. Your
All
right
right.
hand.
Nice one.
Turning your attention to January 28, 2023, were you driving a 2002 Chevy?
Yes,
And were you in the area of Blackstone and Keeler in the city of Detroit?
yes,
Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
yes,
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
no,
Satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied. Stipulate to probable cause on dismissal.
Yes, Your Honor.
So the court will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Bliss on the amended charge of failure to display for ticket number ending in 5272 and will dismiss ticket ending in 5271 without prejudice. I'm going to, the court assesses fines and fees of $220, Mr. Bliss, for the failure to display. How soon can you pay that?
tomorrow.
You can pay it tomorrow?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna have the due date as of May 30th. As long as you pay it before May 30th, anytime before May 30th, tomorrow, or if you pay it on May 29th, I don't care, but as long as you've paid it, you don't need to appear back in court. If you
All right.
know that you haven't paid it by May 30th, you do need to be back on this Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
all right,
You're free to go, sir. Have a good day.
all right, thank you.
Page 2.
Now calling the people versus Damon. Is that how you pronounce it, sir? Is it Damon or Damon? Unmute your phone. Unmute your phone.
Yeah, it's Damon.
Damon. Now calling the people versus Damon Michael Burns, ticket number P1426372. Count 1, improper left turn. Count 2, failure to signal. Ticket number P1426440. Count 1, failure to display a valid operator's license not on person. Count 2, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, counselor.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Damon Barnes.
Your Honor, Mr. Barnes wishes to accept the offer of the prosecution's matter. As to the unregistered, untitled vehicle, he'll be pleading to a reduced charge of improper plates. The remaining 4 tickets will be dismissed.
That's an awfully great deal.
He has a valid driver's license at this time.
He does have a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Okay, good job, Mr. Brown. Thank you for following up on that. So the court, well, first of all, Mr. Burns, you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Soroki in the breakout room. He advised you of your rights.
Yes,
Did you understand your rights?
yes,
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
no,
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
yes,
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
yes,
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
yes,
You can lower your hand. Turning your attention to January 23rd, 2023, were you driving a black 2013 Chrysler?
yes,
Were you in the area of West McNichols and West Adams Drive in the city of Detroit?
yes,
Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
yes,
When they stopped you, did you have proper vehicle registration and title?
yes,
The vehicle that you were driving was registered properly?
yes,
Did you have a proper plate on the vehicle?
yes.
Mr. Soroki?
Okay, we can apply that to a different ticket then. Did you have valid insurance at the time, Mr. Barnes?
Yes,
Okay, did you fail to use your turn signal?
yes. Well, I used turn signal, but he said it was before the time. I guess I was like an hour before the time you can turn right there. I didn't see the sign there at all.
So seeing that we can't establish a factual basis on you driving a vehicle with unregistered plates or without insurance, I am going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and set this matter for trial on June 13th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m., sir.
Okay.
You have your court date, your return date?
Yeah, June the 13th. Okay.
Okay, so you'll go to trial on June 13th, where you'll be able to present your case of not being guilty, because I can't accept a guilty plea if you did not do the things that were claimed that you had done, alleged.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you on that day. You have a good day, sir. What do we have next?
It looks like that's it, Your Honor.
No, it's like 4 people still in the breakout room.
Let's see
Are
here.
they free to go?
I didn't see any. Let's
There's
see.
Derek Burgess in room 16, Lakeisha Berry in 17, Mario Badgett in 20, and Area Bradford in 21.
Okay, I didn't get to them. All right, I'll have to go talk to them and then talk to Miss Walker.
I'll be in room 1.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna take at least a 10-minute recess for Madam Court Reporter, if you'd like to take a break. Oh, wait, one moment. We have Attorney Ogletree. Attorney Ogletree, are you ready to proceed on your 2 matters before we go into recess?
Attorney Ogletree, you there?
Yes, I'm here. I was just waiting in regards, I have 2 clients. One client, I'm still waiting to see what he wants to do. But I'm waiting on one. One said he was in the breakout room, or he was waiting to get back in.
Both of your clients are no longer in the breakout room.
Okay, well, let me ask them to come return.
Are they dismissals, Mr. Ogletree?
No, one should be the plea. The other one, I'm trying to make sure if it's gonna be a plea too.
Okay, so we are gonna go into take a 5-minute recess, Madam Court Reporter, if you'd like to take a break.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Good morning.